going on, man?
Man,
Just,
another day.
man. Yeah, episode 4, y'all.
Yeah. So
Oh,
sitting up here, my meal for the day is this. Well, for this
what you get?
morning, just I mean, I just got just a cinnamon raisin bagel. Uh,
Okay,
but
eating,
dude,
eating way
this
healthier.
this cream cheese though. This is
Oh,
some Miyoko's.
that's what you sent me.
Yeah,
What the
plant
other
milk
day?
cream cheese. Yeah, dude. This.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at the store here, Tom Thumb,
Okay,
but
I'm
I
about to
think
look
they
it up.
have it in a lot of stores.
Okay, I just left out of uh Sprouts earlier,
Yeah, well,
and
they probably have it.
yeah, but I didn't even think about it until you just said it, and I was like, dang, I wanted to try it.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
sure.
it's good. That's probably gonna be my lunch too.
Yeah.
I just
What flavor is it?
it's everything. It's like a garlic onion.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Uh,
that's
man,
cool.
dude, it's man.
Yeah.
That's like the best
Well,
cream cheese.
I'm definitely going to try that. I'm probably go there later.
Yeah.
So I'm going to eat a little lighter because today I have a biscuit sandwich. I think I was telling you about that I get from Stacks.
Okay. Yeah.
And dude, it's I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's ginormous.
Oh man. Yeah. Wow.
That'll last me in at least till 8 tonight. Then
Yeah.
I'll do my popcorn or something
Wow.
if I do that.
Yeah, that's
But
nice.
yeah, yeah,
That's a big ass biscuit.
dude, yeah, it's huge, man. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, you could cut it in half and share it.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, that's crazy. Dude. So I guess we didn't play this weekend. So what did you do this weekend?
Um, what I do, man, played at a guy's birthday party. Actually, it was two gigs in one night, which was which was very interesting. But played at a guy's. I think he turned. I want to say he turned 50. I think that's what it
Okay.
was. Yeah, did that and went on to this other spot. But man, I really just chilled out for the most part. Got these Christmas programs coming up, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of songs to learn for that.
Yeah. So people, yeah,
Yeah.
that's when we're not actually doing shows together, we do a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of.
we play
Yeah. So
with different artists, yeah, different musicians and
yeah. Well,
different bands,
I'm
right?
gonna start with that. So what is your let's say who would you say what would be your I'm gonna say what would be your funniest experience playing with somebody live?
Ooh.
Funniest thing.
Oh, dude, did I told you about my yeah, I told you about my heel coming off. I tell you about
Oh,
that?
wait a minute. You said something about it.
Yeah, I went and bought. Yeah, I think I was talking about it before. I went and bought these cheap shoes before this gig, and the heels came off as I was leaving the dress room, head into the stage,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but I did the whole show without any heels, my heel. But I mean, the funniest thing, I fell off stage
Dude,
one time.
you had pictures of those of those heels.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to throw that up here.
Yeah. I don't even know who took the picture, but they sent it to me, and it's
That's
my
funny.
shoes. And the only person I told was a road manager. I mean, during the intro of the show, I went over there. I said, all my heels are gone. I said, I don't have any heels. He was just
Yeah,
like, what? I said, no heels. But
man.
yeah. What about you?
Oh, the funniest moment.
Yeah.
Uh, I got actually two. One I'm gonna say real quick, one word, you'll get it. Artists. Ah.
Oh,
So yeah, that evening.
that,
Uh,
and it
oh
went
man.
silent.
Just for the people, man, I gotta explain this to people. So yeah, we had just done this show. Tony, we had just done this show with this rap group, 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah. Yeah. Lay it down, lay it down.
Yeah. We were in what? It was it Dallas or Houston?
Uh that elevator.
It was a House of Blues.
It was the press thing after the show. It,
Yeah.
it was one of those. I can't remember. But anyway,
Yeah.
so after the show, they had this kind of after party, but basically it was a press conference that they were doing, but it was
Yeah.
a party and press conference.
Right.
But it was on a different floor, so you had to get on the elevator, take the elevator backstage up to that actual party.
Right.
So me, a lot of people, some people had already gone upstairs.
Right.
We're getting on the elevator, and it was like a lot of people backstage. Me, Tony, and our drummer Carlos get on the elevator, and a bunch of other people get on this elevator.
Yeah.
And so all of the security came up. And this kind of
Right.
older dude. That was definitely Uncle Ruckus from the Boondock.
Yeah.
So and so he comes up and he says, "This elevator is for the artists only. Artists only get on this elevator." And so we looked around like artists. What's an
Yeah.
artist?
Well,
Does that mean us too?
yeah, like, are we included in that? So we just want to make
Yeah.
sure.
And so we were looking around and was like, wait, he said artists. We don't know. Then he said it
Yeah.
again.
You said it. That's.
So when he said it
I
that
was like,
second time, it was like trying to hold back the laughter without. It was like, nah, this is funny for real.
yeah, I couldn't look at you. I just looked down at
Yeah.
the floor.
That's what I did. I just looked at the floor. I was like, nah. I hope he don't see these tears coming out of my eyes because I'm laughing so hard. So man, just let me off this elevator, please.
Dude, you need to pop that emoji up that's like that so they'll know how we initially looked
And
when we heard it.
oh yeah, dude, that was the craziest.
Yeah.
And the second funniest, it might not have been that funny to people, but it was funny to us on stage. This was, man, I don't know, I was like 19 or something. And
Mhm.
Reggie P.
Oh, man.
This was back with Reggie and Marcus was playing guitar. Dude, we were on stage, and somehow, we were kind of wild back then. So Reggie during Marcus was doing a solo on a song, and Reggie
Hmm.
standing up on the drum riser, and just everybody wild on stage. And
Yeah.
is doing this spin. He's spinning while he's playing because he had just got this wireless. We were all just
Oh,
crazy.
okay. Yeah.
And as he's doing this spin, Reggie to come back to the front to start his next verse, he jumped off the drum riser. When he jumped off the drum riser, Marcus was spinning and his guitar went straight into Reggie's stomach.
Ooh.
And so
Oh.
I'm playing, but all I hear is because I'm waiting for that verse to come in, and all I hear is
Oh.
That
Oh,
wasn't funny,
man.
but it was super funny at the time, dude.
Wait. So I don't think I've ever told you this story. You mentioned Reggie.
Man.
This was when he was singing background with the K's.
Yeah.
So we was in Louisiana somewhere, but anyway, so everybody was in a limo and everybody was in, and Pee Wee Al Paris got in last. Everybody, he was famous for always having a tube of toothpaste with him. This is Al.
Yeah.
And so he would take his toothpaste, and just swish his teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
So Reggie saw it. He grabbed it. He grabbed it because Al had set it down. Man, he grabbed it, man, and put like a long little thing of squeeze it out on the from tube on his finger, and he just swishing it around. And he was just talking. He said, "Man, this is gonna be a great show. This is gonna be a great show." And then all of a sudden, he's like, "What is wrong with you?" He said, "Man, what is in that tube?" He picked it up. He said, "Man, it's Ben Gay."
Oh man,
dude. But he swallowed it. He swallowed it.
Oh, wow.
Dude. All the way to they had the limo driver called ahead to the venue.
Wow.
Had paramedics waiting. This is gonna be kind of gross. Dude, he was spitting up. Well, no, he wasn't spitting. Foam was coming.
Ooh.
You know those glasses that are in the limos that be lined up?
Yeah.
Reggie filled up every last one of them.
Oh man, wow.
Dude, it was crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. But that was crazy.
Wow.
But he still went on to perform. He got on stage, and the paramedics are trying to take him to the hospital. He's like, nah, I'm good.
Dude, that almost like a practical joke we used to do in high school band. So this was like a bad practical joke that only did once or twice. I think it was either trumpet players or tuba players. Mountain. Mm-hmm. This was summer band camp.
So
doing the worst, trying to do the worst possible.
Yeah.
Put preparation H on the mouthpiece. Yeah, for the freshmen, at band camp, man, they pick their horn up and get their mouthpiece together, and they don't know the preparation H is on there until they start playing.
Hey, I hope none of those band members are watching.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I hope they're watching, but I hope they're not watching.
I'm sorry, you all know. I mean, y'all. We said who did it after the fact.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It came out. Okay.
Yeah, it came out. Wow. Yeah. So
yeah, dude, that's crazy.
That was yeah. So but I was gonna ask you also, that's the funniest. So what was the what would you say is your favorite artist perform? I won't even say your favorite. Your favorite artist to ever see live? Well, give me two.
That I performed with or otherwise?
No, that you watched that really kind of influenced.
Oh, without doubt, it was Prince. As far as Prince, and of course, everything was spot on. And then watching the Jacksons,
Yeah.
watching, and I knew I knew how much, I don't know how much they rehearsed, but I knew they rehearsed a lot. But then
Yeah.
after the fact,
Yeah.
hearing those stories about how long those rehearsals went
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, to actually watch, yeah, it was Prince and the Jacksons. And then, a lot of the other bands. But okay, but you said two. That was two that I can
I
just,
said 2 or 3. Yes,
yeah.
you say 3.
Um, mm, but dude, well, you know how when we traveled and we saw so many bands,
Yeah.
you know, there man, Lakeside
Yeah.
and Zap, you can go on, man.
Yeah.
What about you?
Man, well, the top of it is Prince because, that was,
Hmm.
you know, seeing those live shows, it was the first
Yeah,
time really seeing someone, a musician that, they just did everything.
right,
His show was just incredible.
right.
For the whole 2 hours, however long it was.
Yeah.
That was, and then, just as being young and really, a lot of the others like Cameo, seeing them, they were incredible
Right.
live to me.
Yeah. Hmm.
Prince, dude, I would tell you, and the other two that I can think of later on in life that really had big impact when I saw D'Angelo live,
Oh,
that
yeah.
Voodoo tour.
Okay.
And I think that was like, I went to that show. It was almost like the closest thing to seeing the Prince show.
Right.
Was so,
Right.
man, it was
Yeah.
crazy. And then,
Yeah.
of course, my number 3 is my current favorite live show to see. People, it's so far from everything else. Is 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
their show
Yeah.
is just, it's just
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 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 9 Inch Nails. Yeah. When you sent me that live stuff, and yeah, yeah, it's on something else.
yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you, far departure from everybody,
yeah.
Kiss.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Kiss, and
yeah,
man, so yeah, they want something else.
yeah,
I mean, they really played, but that was
yeah. Hey man, dude, something you asked me the other day. is you last week you said no Hispanic
oh, twins.
dude, but then you said another one to me that I'm gonna say now, man. That why do you never see any? He said, why aren't there any Chinese restaurant commercials?
Oh, yeah. Well, there are.
Dude, and I looked all week for a Chinese restaurant commercial.
And
I didn't see one.
you won't. You won't.
I wonder why not. They don't advertise.
But they get the bits. It's just like you don't see it in Rolls Royce commercials.
But yeah, I was gonna say they say the best things don't advertise.
Mm-mm.
Rolls Royce doesn't advertise.
Yeah. But,
You don't really see a Rolex commercial
mm-mm.
that often. I mean, I guess they have made them.
Yeah.
Chinese
And if they
restaurant.
do it, it'd be this time. Right. Man, it's a thought. But
Chinese restaurants are on the same level as Rolls Royce. in their quality and appeal to people.
Yeah. Dude, I don't care what city you go to. 9 times out of 10, somebody's taking you to a Chinese restaurant. Or if you ask them, it's like, oh, it's such and such and such.
Yeah, yeah.
Park and Mendenhall.
Should
Park and,
actually, yeah. Now that park in Mendenhall,
yeah.
what's the name of that? That they had the buffet.
Tokyo. Was it Tokyo Nights? What was it?
New Hunan something. I can't remember. It was something that had, most of those have the word in the name, like good food or best Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, dude, it was that one was really good.
Yeah.
But none of
So
I never see any ads.
again, you won't. There's no need.
Man.
You may find some circulars, maybe, but if you ever go into one, there's people in and out.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
since like Uber Eats and dude, I'll be sitting there waiting on the order and people coming in just like that, picking up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
they don't need to. Dude, for years, I've so for years I've wondered, when you give out somebody your number, you give them out the like, hey man, what's your number? It's 901-264-0905. When did the letter O become a number? I mean, instead of somebody saying 901, everybody say 901
Yeah.
or 240.
Yeah. But you don't say, oh, when you're saying a price, how much is that? That's
240. Oh, you say if it's 801, yeah, if it's $8.01, you just say $8.01. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I don't know. That's
yeah.
Maybe somebody y'all may have. There are usually some people. There's always somebody who has an answer.
An answer.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a ridiculous one that I bet people might have an answer for. So remember back in the day, I just wondered what happened to all the test tube babies.
They're the scientists. They're the scientists.
80s and 90s was, they talked about test tube babies. Are they out? Are there test tube babies that we don't know about now that exist now?
Yeah, because I think that name came from the process of
was that
what is the term in vitro?
Yeah. Is
But
that
the comedian was it? Yeah, I think that's where it came from.
So, but back then it was just called test tube babies.
Yeah, because what's his name? Robin Harris.
Yeah,
that was one of his biggest.
Yeah, he used to call you old test tube baby.
So you know what? I think that was a stab or a jab at them to say you don't have a father. You don't know who your dad is.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm thinking.
Well, he was saying it if they were kind of slow or something too. He was saying, it was just but from a comedic point.
Yeah, from a comedic.
Just wondering. Yeah. I thought about that. I was like, there used to be test tube babies. I mean, they used to always talk about the idea of test tube babies, but I'm wondering if there's some out. They don't, there's no special sticker on them or on somebody. I mean,
give me somebody. Let me see the inside of your wrist.
Yeah. Do they have because you would, if it was a test tube baby, the manufacturer would have some kind of branding on it.
One would,
For
Yeah.
instance, a Moderna test tube baby, you would see the Moderna brand somewhere because they would want you to know
Yeah.
that we
y-
did this. So
Yeah. But then again,
Johnson's, hey, that's the last name.
Johnson and Johnson. But I think we were being spoon fed a lot of stuff
Yeah,
back then. It's just like, to me, movies, they couldn't call the movies that were showing you really what was happening or what was about to happen. They couldn't tell you that it was true story or anything like that. They had to call it sci-fi.
uh,
And, you know, because but just like we were talking about the spy movies, um, what was the name of the movie we were talking about? Will Smith in it.
uh,
Enemy of the
enemy of
state.
the state. Yeah,
And the TV, had a camera in it, and
yeah,
you know, and then that's when like the laptop started coming with the cameras, and then people were finding out that it could be hacked.
yeah,
I mean, you think about how they made so many things to invade privacy
yeah,
more acceptable, be calling it
yeah.
smartphone,
Oh
smartwatch,
yeah, yeah,
smart TV, and you're putting all your information in these things, and um oh, this is like the smart home.
but that happened. I think the difference, just like I I always talk about it before, like for instance, before the Patriot Act was signed.
Hmm.
Before the Patriot Act, remember you when you got a cell phone, you got a card with it. You got an actual disclaimer letting you know that this chip could be,
Right,
your information could be given through this, or
right,
your privacy. Once the Patriot Act was signed, there was no need for them to do that. It's just, hey, we don't have to tell you now.
yeah,
Can surveil
right,
this without, we can do that. But
yeah,
before that, you always got like the little piece of paper or something that lets you know that, okay,
right.
your chip, this card or this phone can be, you know,
It can
information.
track you.
It's possible to be tracked.
Right.
But after that,
Yeah.
they didn't have to do that anymore. So you didn't get that.
Well, right. And the other thing is, it's like a lot of the apps that we download, most of us don't read what when it says, you just see small writing, small print, then it says allow or don't allow. Most
Yeah,
times we just press allow because, okay,
yeah,
this can enhance my picture. So I'm allowing them access to my camera,
yeah,
to my photos, and to my microphone
yeah,
because this app does such and such and such. And then there's so much that, dude, I don't care where you go, your phone will tell you later that you've been there.
yeah. Exactly.
How was your visit to Starbucks, or
Yeah,
whether you purchase anything or not.
yeah,
That's the crazy thing. Whether you buy anything or not, you're inside that establishment. You go right back out. You've been tracked.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's man. I don't know. It's crazy. So
yeah.
dude, this is another thing I thought about. How I was wondering just what it was. I went out and got breakfast one morning, and
Hmm.
it was really no, yeah, it was one morning. It was really cold. And so I go out to drive and go get breakfast. And I get in the car, I'm headed back home. And I don't know, it was pretty cold. And I see this older lady um walking, kind of struggling, walking
Hmm.
towards walking towards these houses. I mean, but she was maybe a block or two away.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought, I was like, man, at some point years ago, it would have been nothing to stop and say, hey, you need a ride?
Exactly.
And I was like, man, when did that change to where you really have to pay attention to who you know,
Hmm.
because anything could happen, or it might, you don't know if it's, you know, she could slip getting in your car and it lawsuit, or all those things have, you know,
Yeah.
when did all of that override compassion?
Right. Right.
Because that was my whole thing was, man, I would, all I could think about was, man, she's older, and let me just stop and give her a ride, even if it's just
Exactly.
box. I can just give her a ride. And
Yeah. 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 It's like you said, the naturally having that compassion,
yeah,
and but there are so many people feel like somebody's going to do something,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and it's like that is untrustworthy. But here's the other thing to that. What I was saying about getting in the car with a stranger or whatever, but we did it with taxi drivers and Lyfts, Ubers.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. We get
but
in the car with those strangers.
yeah, and it's dude. I'm gonna tell you, I had to a couple years ago. I had to drop my car off. Remember when they stole my bumper and grill? We'll talk about that one day. But I dropped my car off and I got in a called an Uber,
Yeah.
and she was taking me home, and she was telling me that she had to put a guy out on the expressway
Mm.
because he got belligerent with her, started talking crazy to her,
Wow.
and and he just started threatening her, you
Wow.
know, uh, and dude, she said she had to pull over. She had to hold her gun up to let him know, like,
Oh man. Yeah, that's crazy.
and made him get out. And I was like, but you, I'll tell anybody, man, out of 8 billion people, you never know what stories you're going to hear and what people will do or
Yeah.
are going to do.
Yeah.
Who you may encounter. You know, I just hear y'all be safe out there, because
Yeah.
and
And
especially coming around the holidays, man.
yeah.
It's
And I just, it's just trying to figure out how to bring, that kind of compassion
right.
to just people in general. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's,
Yeah. Because you,
it's just it's
it's
a
is
better
everybody so
space.
yeah. Everyone, so many people are not necessarily callous, but they're so um I don't know what, I can't think of the word, not sterile, but emotion wise,
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody's so rigid, and there's so many
Shielded.
people have become, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And to, like you said, have that compassion, naturally have it, especially for someone, elderly, someone that's trying to, you know, get from point A to point B or whatever.
Yeah.
And, you want to show common courtesy. And, some people think that there's, I don't know,
Yeah. My thing is
there's
just,
something attached to it.
if people just, it's got to be practice that you just kind of start when you see somebody with a smile.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
start with that. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, somebody may look like they're having a, it may be a frown, but if you approach with a smile, it may change their a whole day.
Yeah. That's that
It may
split
change
second.
that their attitude or whatever. And
Right.
it just, because it is
Yeah.
contagious. That kind of shit is contagious. So,
Right. Right.
you know,
Yeah. It definitely is.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my thing, man. And so, me wanting to do that to pick her up really, and I was really upset at myself because I didn't, because my first thought was other all the other shit that could happen, all the other things that all the other possibilities that
Yeah.
basically
Right.
from society that you have you come to learn are actual possibilities then.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
those all came into play,
Yeah. Right.
and it just stopped
Yeah.
me from doing what I naturally wanted to be able to do at that point.
And and that becomes that becomes something against your like you say, your natural, you naturally want to be that way towards somebody. And
Yeah.
that kind of makes you recoil because like, uh and this happened when was this?
This was last week.
Okay.
Close to the end of the week. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still affecting you a certain way, even
Yeah.
though it happened that
Yeah.
because it's what's naturally there,
Yeah.
how you want to be. And I'm the same way. I was Something happened the other day. Oh, I couldn't open the door for somebody or something like that, and
Yeah.
I was thinking about it because I was like, yeah, if I just stopped and turned around and did this, or you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and your mind be going like, man,
Yeah.
because that's
Because you feel like you just missed that
the
opportunity
opportunity.
to have an
Yeah,
actual real connection with somebody.
somewhat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when it first time that happened to me, and it's happened a few times, but I said, well, hopefully I'll be presented with another opportunity
Yeah.
to do something kind for somebody,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah. Well, on that note, I guess we got to get out of here, people.
yeah,
We hope you all
how
have a
about y'all?
good week.
Yep.
Do
Enjoy the
something
rest of it.
kind and remember to smile.
Definitely
We'll
starts
see
right
y'all
there.
next time.